Good morning and welcome to Newsfirst Prime Time Sunrise.
Hello there, a very good morning and welcome to Newsfirst Prime Time Sunrise with me, Shane Silva. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. Train services hampered due to strike action. Indian authorities hand over 43 Sri Lankan fishermen to the Sri Lanka Navy. And Italian Prime Minister says he will tender his resignation today. On to your stories in detail now. The Railway Control Room said that due to a strike action, several train routes have been cancelled today. A spokesperson for the Railway Department said that accordingly a train due to leave for Ramukana at 3:30 a.m. this morning was cancelled. The spokesperson added that trains due to travel to Panadura and Putlam at 4 a.m. today were also cancelled. The Railway Control Room said that the train routes for today have been limited due to a strike by a group of locomotive engineers and further noted that there could be several delays today. The Indian Coast Guard has handed over 43 Sri Lankan fishermen and 10 trawlers who were in Indian custody to the Sri Lanka Navy.
The police media unit stated that the fishermen and the vessels were handed to the Sri Lankan Navy on the seas off Kankasantere. The group was subsequently handed over to the Fisheries and Aquatic Resources Coordination Office in Jaffna. The fishermen are reported to be those who set out to sea in August, November and December last year from the Dikwella, Trincomalee and Gandhara fishing harbours. Meanwhile, 29 Indian fishermen were arrested close to the seas of the Delft Islands by the Sri Lanka Navy yesterday. Navy media spokesperson Commander Kosala Wadnakulasuriya said that the fishermen were taken into custody along with 7 vessels.
The 35th Navam Perahara of the Gangarama Temple in Hunupitiya is scheduled to parade the streets at an auspicious time this evening. Chief Incumbent of the Gangarama Temple, Venerable Dr. Kirinde Assanditera, elaborated on the route of the Perahara which will be this evening. The Perahara is scheduled to line up down WAD Ramanayaka Mawatha and will pass the Gangarama Temple through Sir James Piris Mawatha to the Jintaratana roundabout. It will thereafter proceed to Uttarananda Mawatha via Sir James Piris Mawatha and then pass the temple one more time. The Sri Lanka Police Department has put in place the necessary security measures. The Transport Board has made arrangements to provide the necessary transport facilities. At the same time, the Colombo Municipal Council has made arrangements for those arriving to watch the Perahara to refresh themselves. Today is Navam Full Moon Poya Day. The day is significant for Buddhism as many extraordinary events took place.
Lord Buddha appointed Sariyut Mugalan as his chief discipline on a day such today. Moreover, the day is also significant as Mugalan was appointed as Agra Shravaka according to Buddhist history. The day is also important as the first Buddhist council convened today. According to history, the first ever council also prepared the rules of disciplines required by a monk.
A meeting convened by the Democratic Party was held in the Moratua Egoda Uyana area yesterday. At the meeting, the party's leader Sarath Fonseca expressed these views.
Over the past few days, several people joined us during our election campaign in the northwestern province. This is a great victory, and we measured the impact of this victory not by the amount of seats we won, but from the strength of the 90,000 people who gathered there. 900,000 votes were given to the government, but these 900,000 were hoodwinked to this corrupt government who has been destroying this country. If we have just about 300 to 400 people, we consider it as more than 4,000 to 5,000.
The Ministry of Wildlife and Conservation says that a program has been initiated to put a stop to the prevailing human-elephant conflict at the divisional secretariat level. Subject Minister Vijay Munisaisa said that a sum of 10 million rupees has been allocated for each divisional secretariat. The minister further said that measures are already underway to construct fences to curb wild elephants coming into contact with humans.
We implemented the 10 million project under the grassroots level by having those on the ground taking an active role. Accordingly, we not only erected fences but also created an environment conducive for elephants by cleaning the undergrowth, which included intrusive plants and having plants that were conducive for elephants. We have carried out this program across 50% of the Yala National Park.
Two investigative teams have been assigned to conduct investigations into the shooting of a gem businessman in the Hidallana area in Ratnapura. The police said that the police officers of the Ratnapura police and another police team are conducting investigations into the incident. According to police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rohana, the shooting took place at around 7 last evening. The victim has been identified as a 42-year-old gem businessman. The businessman, whose business was based in Ratnapura, had travelled to his residence along with his wife and 2 children. The businessman was shot as he stepped out of his vehicle to open the gate to his house. The body of the victim has been placed at the Ratnapura hospital and the post-mortem examination is to be conducted today. And with that, we wrap up this edition of News First Primetime Sunrise. Thanks a lot for joining me and hope you have a great day ahead.
Hotline 0114 896 896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.